it's a beautiful season. My favourite season. The air is crisper, the leaves are also crisper, and all the bugs have disappeared from sight. In this video, I am designing what I think my characters would dress up as for Halloween. And they're my characters, so I know what's best for them, and I know what they're going as. For the webcomic that I'm making, there is a whole chapter that is a Halloween party, because I'd be a fool if I made my own webcomic. I didn't have a Halloween party. They're witches in the forest. They'd have a Halloween party. Anyway, so I've got to design the costumes for them, and I thought, hey, what better time than to make a full-length video designing my OC's costumes, because I don't already have enough work to do. Let's make more work for myself. So, main character, Neptune. You know her, you love her, you might love her, who knows. Some people love her more than others. Anyway, she's the main character. What more can I say? She is gonna dress up as Alice in Wonderland, because most of the characters in the web series, I don't want to call it a comic because it's not a comic, it's technically a web series. Anyway, if I can list off how each of one of them is an Alice in Wonderland character, and Neptune would be Alice, and there's a whole chunk of the episode that I can't share because it's not out yet and I don't want to spoil it. She'd be Alice, there's a whole scene on it, but she's Alice in Wonderland. She doesn't technically fall into a rabbit hole, but she falls into a world and everything starts going crazy around her, and people are crazy, and I'm crazy. This pose, the hands, I really wanted to show off the hands because I feel like, I don't know, I was really happy with those hands, but it just didn't feel right with the pose. And then I took one hand away and kept one out and amputated it, and I don't know if that made it any better, but I wanted to show a hand, and now we have a weird pose, but hey, what can you do? I'll save that hand for later, I guess. Also, I know Alice in Wonderland, character has her hair down, but I have to keep Neptune with her heart buns. Whoa. With her heart space buns. Are they space buns? I don't know what space buns are. I'm assuming that's what they are. I'm assuming everyone has seen Alice in Wonderland, or at least heard of Alice in Wonderland. But this is the outfit that Alice in Wonderland wears. At the end of all my drawings, I like to colour a big block of almost the bisexual flag colours, but they're not because I missed out the blue, because blue makes it too dark. Anyway, clipping mask that onto the character and then set it to soft light, 50%, it just brings all the colours together. Next outfit design is Venus. We love Venus. Venus is my favourite. Before starting any of the character designs, I always take to Pinterest to get references for the poses, things I can't draw like hands and feet, shoes more so. There's no feet in this, don't get your hopes up. I wanted to keep these drawings rough so I could get as many done before Halloween as possible, because I started this, I don't know, in this spooky month, so we gotta get it done in time. Venus, I feel like she would go as a gothic vampire because that's what she is inside. But Venus, she probably handmade it. That's just who Venus is. Venus is the one, she's hosting the party, she's there on time, she's already dressed up, she's got her red contacts in that you can't see because I made it too small, well, on the screen. No, I was just having fun with this one. Her hair, sometimes I do hate drawing Venus's hair, because whenever hair is pushed back, I really struggle drawing it. The same with Mercury. You'll see later, spoiler alert, Mercury's in this. Next up we have Jupiter. Now, Jupiter, yes, she goes to this Halloween party. It's a whole thing. I can't wait for you guys to read about it. Jupiter, she's very much into the 80s. Like, she has a cat named after a character in Gremlins. Is it called Gizmo? Look, I used to be into the 80s. I had to do research for this. Her outfit, she'd be going as I think his name is Mouth from the Goonies. Now, I haven't seen the Goonies. I'll watch the Goonies. I will. Just to see if I picked a good character for her to go as, but I always struggle drawing Jupiter. She looks different to me in everyone. I haven't decided on her nose, so I did struggle. You can probably see me chop it off a few times. But I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the pose. I don't know. I'm not too happy. She's my least... I love Jupiter, but I'm sorry. I feel like I did not do her justice in this. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I was just having... I'm gonna say I was having an off day. I didn't warm up. Apparently we should warm up, people who draw. Did you know that? I didn't. Now we have Mercury. Okay, sorry, I can't recognize my own characters when I draw them like in wire frame mode sketching. Yeah. So with Mercury, I wanted him to go as a typical, typical man costume. I'm not saying all men dress up like this, but and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but in Mercury's case, it's a bad thing. I wanted him to go as a master killer, for reasons, anyway. He goes as Jason from Friday the 13th. Again, not seen the movie, only watched people play the game. I know it's not enough, but I did want to show I wanted the mask to be perched on his head for this, but alas, perspective of masks, I haven't drawn them much, so I wasn't about to try that, but I wanted him smirking underneath, so his outfit is also kind of similar to what he already wears, so is the knife a real knife? Do we know? We don't know. Also, I have trouble drawing shoes, and in this whole series set, I'm really happy with how I draw shoes, because if you don't know, if you haven't been following my art for long, feet never used to exist. Now they exist. Now I have to worry about feet. And a surprise guest, we have Melissa. If you don't know Melissa, she's only been in 2 of my shorts. She's not a recent addition, but she's a side character, but also she's important and plays a part. Anyway, she would definitely show up to this party. She's the girl whose 2 best friends went missing in the woods. Yeah. From the Army Dreamers short video I did ages ago. That's her. Anyway, she wants to show face, so she'd have to go to this party, and also she'd go as a witch, because isn't that ironic? A witch going as a witch, but not, pointy hat witch with broom? Yes. She's also, so Melissa is Saturn's roommate, housemate? What do they call it in America? I'm not sure. I'm assuming they'd call it the same. She is Saturn's housemate and future girlfriend, because I've already said that, so I can say that. Saturn, I'm gonna be honest, he's not in the party scene because he is a busy boy. He has too much work to do, and that's his character, is he's busy. So Jupiter invites him along, and he says no, and Melissa invites him along, and he says no still. So he doesn't go, but I feel like if he did go, he'd have a sign on that said, "This is my costume." He's very low effort, even more low effort than Jupiter, and I love that for him, but it's not his thing. I think Melissa's shoes are the best shoes I've ever drawn. Not to draw attention to the shoes, because don't pay attention, maybe they're not. I wasn't sure about the colours for this. I don't know. I'm experimenting. I'm trying things out. Did it work? Did it not? I don't know. Let me know. I'm looking at this through the loving eyes of a creator. These are my children, and I love them all. Even Mercury, who I really shouldn't, for reasons that maybe you already know, maybe you don't know. Maybe I've told you. Who knows? And lastly, this is a bit of, I don't know, fan service. Do I call this fan service? I'm not sure. We have Tim and Thing's costume. We have Tim and Thing's not couple costume because they're not a couple. This would be Tim's idea. So using what they have in their little prison, forest prison. So Tim has gone as Thing with his little twig horns, and he has put tape over his eye. Which I'm not sure Thing would be happy with, but hey. And then apparently Thing has found a skull lying around. I'm sure Tim would question that. And she's just found it on the floor. I'm sure it just spawned in. There was no malicious intent behind it. She definitely didn't get her hands dirty. Completely, organic skull. Yep. Obviously, they don't show up to the Halloween party. They wouldn't be able to fit. Anyway, they're also locked in a prison. At this point, Tim's in the woods, so maybe he does show up to the party, but... So, I don't know what this video was. Designing my OC's Halloween outfits? Sure. Designing half of my OCs, because I have a lot of OCs. If I designed an outfit for all of my OCs, we'd be here till next Halloween. Oh, interesting. Idea. But I hope you enjoyed. It was nice to get out of my comfort zone. I don't normally draw characters' outfits. I don't know what I do. I enjoyed it. It was an unscripted video, unplanned. After this goes out, I will be back on making the next animatic. Look out for maybe a teaser trailer soon. I'm not sure. My patrons, you will be able to see I'm putting out the first rough of it soon once I finish that, because close backgrounds. Anyway, sorry for the people who are new here and are like, what on earth are you talking about? If you want to be filled in, you can look at my channel, subscribe if you want. I'm not gonna force you, but hey, I make videos sometimes, I do art, I have a whole thing planned that will eventually get done when I have time. So thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your favourite outfit from this was, or what you're going as for Halloween. Let me know. I am yet to decide. It's between a ghost sheet and, I don't know, maybe a pumpkin. I'll go as a pumpkin, who knows. I'm really worried that there's like a spider under my desk with me. That's not good. Also, why has it got so dark? Also, I'm trying out a new thing. I've stuck a microphone hood, I don't know, on my phone. So this is all on my phone. And I hope it's been recording, otherwise I will cry. Also, you remember how I said I was going to do Inktober? I don't know if anyone remembers that I said that. I did 2 drawings. I gave up day 3. So, is anyone in the failed club? We can get matching t-shirts, which would be fun. Also, I do have stuff to talk about, but I'll do that in a different video. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just gonna go now. Bye.